So I'm out in the garden right now and I'm checking on all my provisions because the Father has given me the seed, and the seed is my food and is also my medicine. And while I'm looking at all of my bounty that Stacy and I are being blessed with, I often wonder to myself, what went wrong? How did we stray so far from the design of seed to plant to nourishment to health? The seed reproduces the plant, reproduces the seed, and gives us abundance our whole time here on earth. And I was trying to put together a video for you guys explaining how you've been tricked. So let's get started.
Around the same time that John D. Rockefeller seized U.S. media, he also hijacked U.S. medicine. When it was discovered that drugs could be produced from petroleum, America's top oil mogul ordered his army of propagandists to invert reality accordingly. Medicines used for thousands of years were suddenly classified as alternative, while the new, petroleum-based, highly addictive, and patentable drugs were declared the gold standard. After buying a German pharmaceutical company that manufactured chemicals of war for Adolf Hitler, Rockefeller leveraged his political influence by pressing Congress to declare natural healing modalities unscientific quackery. Rockefeller then took control of the American Medical Association and began offering massive grants to top medical schools under the mandate that only his approved curriculum be taught. Any mention of the healing powers of herbs, plants, and diet was erased from most medical textbooks. Doctors and professors who objected to Rockefeller's plan were crucified by the media, removed from the AMA, and stripped of their license to teach and practice medicine. Those who dared to speak out were arrested and jailed. When evidence began to emerge that petroleum-based medicines were causing cancer, Mr. Rockefeller founded the American Cancer Society, through which he suppressed that information. John D. Rockefeller is duly credited as the founder of the pharmaceutical industry, and the reason that medical error is currently the third leading cause of death in America. This is not an indictment against doctors. More than anyone, they are under the stranglehold of the single largest lobbying power in Washington. Every year, the pharmaceutical industry spends at least twice the amount as big oil to influence laws, policies, and public perception. Thanks to Mr. Rockefeller, the architect of American monopolies, no industry has more power over our lives than Big Pharma.
Who is Hippocrates?
According to Wikipedia, Hippocrates of Kos, also known as Hippocrates II, was a Greek physician of the classical period who is considered one of the most outstanding figures in the history of medicine.
And what Hippocrates said was, let food be your medicine, and let medicine be thy food. And he was a Greek. Now, if you guys read your scriptures, you're probably familiar with a few verses that talk about food and medicine. Ezekiel 47:12.
According to USCCB, 12 along each bank of the river every kind of fruit tree will grow. Their leaves will not wither, nor will their fruit fail. Every month they will bear fresh fruit because the waters of the river flow out from the sanctuary. Their fruit is used for food and their leaves for healing.
2 Kings 20-7. Isaiah said, take a lump of figs, and they took and laid it on the boil, and he recovered. And I could go on and on about verses in the scriptures and Greeks who don't even do the scriptures and give you all kinds of evidence that your food is your medicine. And up till just recently in our human history here, and especially in America, we were using herbs and food as thy medicine. For the love of money is the cause of all kinds of evil, okay? And this family loves money and they love power, all right? So I'm not even sure if you knew that most of your medicines were made from petroleum, okay? Petroleum, you know, that thing that's gonna just disappear because we're using too much of it. If you guys understood the manipulations going on in your brains right now from way back in the day, you would literally freak out. This whole thing is a sham. You guys were being led by the nose, and if we don't snap out of it, it's not going to end well for humanity. I hope you share the video with your friends. I hope you start a raised bed garden. It's not too late, or some kind of a garden to grow your own food, all right? And you're not going to like how it ends. Leave a comment down below if you knew anything about the Rockefellers taking over the pharmaceutical business. I want you guys to realize just until a very short time ago, everyone was healed by herbs, herbal remedies, sassafras, you know, dandelions, lamb's quarter. All this stuff is food and medicine, and they don't want you to know that. The motto for them to us is teach them everything about nothing. All right? Make sure you subscribe to our channel. They're unsubscribing folks because we're piling out the truth here. Okay? We just want you guys to know there is an agenda here. None of this stuff is happening randomly as we get ready to fire off World War III, if you're not paying attention. Okay? So please take this information that I'm trying to share with you guys with a grain of salt. Make sure you're staying prepared, spiritually fit, and don't volunteer to snuff yourself out. All right? Share the video with your friends. Maybe help them get educated. And we'll see you on the next one. That's why they call your stomach your second brain.
Did you guys know that in the 16, 17, and 1800s, chocolate was consumed as a beverage? There was no such thing as a chocolate candy bar. Well, we're bringing chocolate tea back to the 21st century because it's loaded with antioxidants our body loves, and it's a great source of magnesium that's wonderful for bone and heart health. It's a great addition to your coffee machine or your French press, or just along with your favorite sweetener. You can find it on offgridwithdougandstacy.com, along with our brand new tea infuser, simple to use for easy steeping. Cheers!